That should help. Gosh. I cannot get used to doing this. It's something I don't believe I should have to do. I've got to set my microphone every single time, even though my audio properties have not changed. That's just a weird thing. However, anyway, this is reveal number 776. It is the 5th of May, 2025, Cinco de Mayo. I hope everyone is doing well. We're going to go ahead and get started now that you can hear me. James Valley, first coin in the roll. A little bit of a toner. Let's see what we have in here. Checking especially around the mint mark area. There's not anything really known for double die reverses. There's a couple of really minor ones. However, there are a few double die obverses. And, well, there's definitely a big stack of RPMs to be found in this issue. So we'll look in this particular roll and see what we can find. All right, here we go. Congrats on the ANA membership, Joe. Here is the next coin in the roll. Don't see anything on that one on the obverse. Let's check the reverse real quick. Got 5 reveals to do today, and I'll be doing another 3 tomorrow. And I may schedule the other 3 for tomorrow, yet get them done late tonight. Got plans for this week and won't be able to do reveals. I'm not going to be doing anything for the reveal show this evening. Also not going to be doing an auction this week. I may plan an auction, but only do like 10-20 minutes. You'll have to watch the channel for that. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing yet. Coin number 4, Paul Hampton. Let's get Paul's coin out and see what he has. Let's see there. Not seeing anything so far in this roll. But we, of course, keep looking. Nothing on that coin. That would be coin number 4. Let's see there. Oh, I think this might be out of order. It is out of order. Whoops. This was the Fed Reserve Bank roll. And that comes up next. The next 61D roll. This is not that 61D roll. I'm going to peel everything apart here. How I noticed that. But I'm going to put everything back where it was. And we're going to start over with the actual roll that we're supposed to be doing. Let me get this one put back in this paper the best I can. I'm doing the wrong roll. If we run into something, I want to be sure that we run into exactly what you did pay for and not something different. So, good or bad, this isn't the one we're doing right now. Alright, so I got that rolled back up relatively well. This is the roll that we're supposed to be doing today. This is a 1961D roll. And I'm going to open it just like I opened that other one. No, this is number 776. Yeah, so that one I believe, I don't know which number it was, but I know that the Fed Reserve roll came later. This is a bank roll from somewhere else. Okay. So here we are where we're supposed to be. These are the coins of this roll. Now let's look. Coin number 1 from Mr. Valley. Okay, this one, there we go. Looks like RPM number 10, 12, or 14. But you can see it right here. You have this little thing. That's the bottom of another mint mark inside. Let me adjust my lighting here just a little bit. Make it not so pinpointed bright. All right, there we go. Nice. It's RPM 10, 12, or 14. I'm not sure which one. Or it could be new. It's got a skirted R on it. That's nothing special, really. Okay, this is the outside exposed part. Coin number 1 of this roll. Now coin number 2. This one for Carl. What do we get for Carl? There's another one. How about that? Well, second one of those. Second coin, second find. Skirted R again. So I'm not going to look at the reverse. We've already looked and there's nothing on it. So here's coin number 3. This one for Doug. What? That was an RPM too. You can see a little pole right here in the middle. That's an extra vertical, and then you can see an extra part of a hook over here that, if completed, would come up here and complete the D. Don't know what die number that is. Definitely an RPM, though. Check the other side real quick. Yeah, nothing there on the other side. That's coin number 3 for Doug. Now coin number 4. Paul Hampton. This one's working out to be an awesome roll. I don't have any normal coins yet. God, look at that. Another RPM. Another different one. Good day, Doug. Another different RPM altogether. So this one has a clash running across the 1 and 9 of the top of the building. Nice double split serif RPM. Flip that one over and take a look at the reverse. And nothing else. A little bit of a clash mark, it looks like. Which that would make sense. That one's for Paul. Now for Stan. What do we get for Stan? Another one. It's another one of those. So that's our third die for the roll. Bunch of die scratches on this. A whole bunch of die scratches. Help you identify which one it is. One way or another, it will help with identification. Here's one for Nana. Nana Stacks. It's another one. This one is a little different, though, it looks. I think it is. It's a little different. It looks like it's got a little nub on the top of it, and this part here looks more complete. And then you got this little nub right up here. I think that's, I don't know. It's number 10, 12, or 14. Those all confuse me. But I'm pretty sure this one's different from the last one we found. So, we move on. Coin number 7 now, Taco John. Oh, good Lord. That's die number 3. RPM number 3. Can tell because it's got that big die break between the 6 and the 1. Nice. 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 What type of camera do I use? For what? I've got different cameras for different jobs. It's coin number 8 for Shiny Coin Guy. So far, we're 8 coins in, haven't found a normal coin yet. Why did I have to jinx it? That one looks normal from here. Oh, for the microscope, it is a microscope camera. It's a trinocular fitting camera that I got it from Amscope with the microscope. It's made specifically for microscopes. This one's for Tripwit. And that goes back to our third different RPM, I believe. I'm going to get this stack messed up. I got a bunch of different RPMs I'm working with here. Yeah, this is a 18.2 megapixel camera. It's from Amscope. All right, one for Carl here. Oh, nice. That is yet another different RPM. We have one normal coin in this roll so far. All the rest are RPMs. That's a pretty nice one there. All right. Oh, that wasn't for Carl. This one's for Mark. This is number 10. Number 10 for Mark. Now number 11 for Carl. Didn't make a lot of difference. Still have an RPM. This one goes back to that third die we've been picking out. Eric Byard. Good day to you, sir. There's another one of those. Okay. Another north. That's either 10, 12, or 14. I do believe. Number 13 now. Dan the Man. There's another one. But see, I think this one could be... I think it is a different die. We have two different ones that look very similar popping out of this roll. Looks like number 10. Okay. Well, that's what Eric says. So, he's probably right on that. So 10, 12, and 14 are very similar to one another. Here's another nice one. That's that one with the clash in the 1-9. Folks, we have one normal coin, and we're up to number 15. There's one for Shinbone. Yeah. Looks like this one's probably normal too. So that's two normal coins out of more than a third of a roll. Yeah, right. Who put that in there? Come on, guys, do it right. Make a whole roll of RPMs for us. Let's see, what's this? That's another number 3. Another example of RPM number 3. It's glamorous. Love it. Number 17 now. Goes to Doug. And it's got machine doubling on it. Nothing on the mint mark that I can see. Nothing on the eye. Got the machine doubling extending up to the face. A little bit of it in Liberty. Yeah, this is machine doubling here. So that one is a normal coin. Number 18 goes to Mark. See what Mark gets here. Oh, there's another one of those. Nope, this one's different. This one has a higher hook. So there's 2 of those, 2 different ones in here. The other one had a lower hook, less obvious, and this one's a higher looking hook. Very cool. Coins may be not quite in the top shape that we're looking for some of them, but finding a lot of die varieties in here. Full up. Sissy next. What does Sissy get? Let's see. Well, you couldn't have winners without losers, and this coin, I guess, is not a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You get something else. What do we get? Bread and water? IT now. Let's check IT's coin. See what IT gets. This one looks normal as well. Okay. Are we possibly hopping off the fantasy bus of getting a whole lot of RPMs in a row? I don't think so, but it's a possibility. It's one for Taco John. And really minor split serif, upper split serif. I don't know if that's going to be enough to really count, but it's there. It's real minor. Right. Nothing round on that one. 22 now. Chubby Pop Chaser. What we got for CPC? Number 3. Number 3 for CPC. Nice, nice, nice. Let's look now at coin number 23. This one's for Taco John. Yeah, see, there's that split upper serif again. We don't have anything really on the lower extremity, just on the upper. You see right there in the reflection off the 9, you can see the split in the upper serif there. But I don't think we're going to center any attention on that simply because it's so minor. I doubt most people would even be able to see it. Shinbone. Let's see what Shinbone ends up with. And this is another one of those ones with the big die clash. The Big Die Clash. Reminds me of that old TV show when I say that. The Big Valley. Remember that? Back days of gun smoke and all that. That is a nice number 3 there. Next up, DC. DC, there's another one of the ones. It's either 10 or 12. We got both of them coming out of here. Hello, Frank. Good day, sir. All right. Well, that's another nice one. Number 26. Now, how about Frosty? Frosty? What does Frosty get? Looks like a normal coin with some pretty hefty machine doubling, but definitely machine doubling. My medication is patting me on the back and telling me, hey, you need a nap. I'm not going to do a nap. Thank you very much. Another non-RPM. I kind of tripped through that one. Number 28 now. 28 for Pat. There's another one of those. So we've got two different ones. We've got one with the little thing in the middle that has a stump right up on the top of the mint mark, and then the other one doesn't. So this is one of those two. And quite a number of those in here. Nanostacks. Another one that has a little split on the very top. No, this one has more. This one has some stuff on the bottom. Let's see if I can get the lighting angle right on that. You can see the split in the top now. And if I turn it around like this, you can see the split in the bottom. So that one's a different RPM altogether from the others. This thing's just loaded with RPMs, man. It's just flat loaded. Alright, Sissy's in upside down. Let me put her right side up here. That's better. Now for Sissy, let's see what we get here. That's another one. How about that? Excellent. Excelente. Nice, sunny, hot day here in North Carolina. Had a couple little storms last night. Wasn't this past night, but the night before. My dog's having some minor stomach issues. Needed to go outside. Middle of the night. Well, it was 5:15 in the morning, but that's middle of the night to me. And so he woke me up scratching at the door to go. So what are you going to do? I got out of bed, let him out the door, and went to the front door and opened the front door, and it was raining cats and dogs outside. So he sat on the front door porch looking out at the rain, looking back at me like, you're not actually thinking I'm going to go out in that, right? So I knew that battle was lost. Another one of those. That's a pretty nice one there. And I lost that battle, so I took him over to the backyard, and I thought maybe he might go out in the backyard. It was raining so loud you can't hear yourself think. I open the back door, and he goes out onto the patio, on the porch. It's covered, and he sits there for a minute, looking, thinking, what am I going to do? I need to go. So, boom, he went outside, went directly underneath the deck. Crawled outside directly underneath the deck, and he's sitting underneath the deck. He's got to be doing his thing down there because I can hear his chain rattling. His his rabies tag on his collar. I can hear that rattling. And oh, there's another one of those. That's a nice one. So he goes under there, and the rain gets harder. And the rain gets harder. The rain now is a good 3-inch-an-hour rain. I mean, it's really heavy. And there's another number 3 right there. I called him to come back in because I figured, well, maybe he just got scared under there and forgot that I was outside with him. So I called him, and he didn't respond. So I called for him a second time. He didn't respond. So then I figured, well, he can't hear me because it's so loud. Rain is so heavy. He can't hear me. There's another one of those. Nice. So I found a towel. Put the towel over my head real quick. You know, I'm in my skivvies. I didn't get dressed or nothing. I just went outside with him. I'm standing out in the rain, crouched down looking underneath the deck trying to get my dog to come inside. And finally he does, and he comes out looking like a scared puppy. Runs up the stairs. So I follow him up the stairs. There's another one of those north ones. And sat outside on the deck in the covered area of the deck, the patio deck. And toweled him down dry. Then we went inside. And as soon as we got inside, I started, like toweling him real well to get him extremely dry before we went back into the bed. And I was drying him down, and I was petting him, and he was basically like eyes closed in blissful comfort. And I kept scratching him and petting him and drying him down with the towel for the next 2 or 3, 4 minutes. And I heard the rain stop. I'm like, oh, this is great. The rain basically stopped. And so I went in the bedroom, got my phone, came out with him still sitting there. And I looked up the radar on my phone. It had been a very narrow band of heavy rain moved through that started probably about 5 minutes before he woke me up and ended 5 to 10 minutes after I got up. But we were standing outside in the middle of it. The difference between 2 dye pairs on that year. Are we talking about this particular one? Or are we talking about something different? The dye pairs, you can tell because of the attributes of the doubling itself, and then the particular dye scratches, the heft of them, where they are, specific location of dye scratches, like that big one coming out of the nose. Those are what you use to differentiate particular dye pairs from one another. I am not sure which dye number most of these are, because I'm not looking them up as we go along. But okay, so here's another different one with a big fat bottom on it. Bottom of the mint mark is fat. It's a very smooth looking instance, a dye that doesn't have a lot of marks. And so that one's going to go in a pile by itself separately. And coin number 41 here, this one goes to Mark. Okay, and see, this one doesn't have any doubling on the mint mark. Well, none of them are errors. They're dye varieties. Errors and dye varieties are 2 totally different things. Completely different base of collecting. Dye varieties are things that affect the design, usually doubling in the design that was on the die prior to the coin, or prior to the die making any coins, and it lasts throughout the entire die's life. Errors are kind of come and go type things. So these are not errors, they are dye varieties. You want to know two different ones that are the same? Okay, well, this one is probably that other one, number 12. Let me see. I've got to go back and find this. I don't generally do this, but... Okay, that goes over here. That's not one of those. Let me find another one. That's not it. That's not it. I've got to find another one that matches the one that I've got on the wheel right now. I haven't had a lot of luck in that yet. I'm finding the other similar one, but not the one I was looking for. Well, every coin in its own unique way is different because of marks placed on the coin, but the doubling on these is paired up with others of the same die. Okay, I don't want to get too many coins out because these coins have already gone in their holders. Trust me, the markers are the same as you go through. So this one, we'll look at the fact that this one has the north RPM, and then that nifty little scratch underneath the 9 right over here. You can use that to determine when you find another one that looks like this that you've got the exact same die. A coin that's going to be like a missing chin is going to be a die polishing thing. It's not rare. They're actually pretty common. There's another East. Pretty nice one. Yeah. That one's for coins and ghouls. Sergeant First Class. Next coin up. And this one appears to be normal. Just a normal coin. No doubling on the mint mark. No hub doubling. So we move on. Don't know what you mean. RPM or DD, which I'm assuming is double die. Don't know what you're asking. Here's one for Dan. I'm not following the line of questioning. I don't understand how MS68 works into that either. I don't know what you're asking. That was a normal coin. Let's go on to number 46 for Shiny Coin Guy. There's another East. This one is different from the previous one. There's not going to be anything close to MS68 in a roll like this. MS67 I would doubt. MS66 possible. MS65 definitely. But MS68 is would be extremely rare to non-existent for 1961D. But I'm not grading these coins, so I don't understand how the grading comes into effect here. It's getting me confused here. That's another one of the North RPMs. That's probably number 10. Yeah, I don't grade coins on this show. Don't know what they would be, but if you're talking about MS68s, very, very much more rare than what you think they are. 48 for Pet Seddon. MS68 and a 1961D would be a $50,000 coin. Very nice. RPM 3. Yeah, none of these are anywhere close to the grade that you would want to send in. Okay. Best I can do for you right now is explain that a die pair has markers on it like fingerprint, and you can match coins from a single die pair together by the markers. So like this has this interesting little mark above the date, and it is a north RPM. And so if I get out another north RPM, this will be coin number 47 here. I can compare these two coins, this one and this one, to be from the same die. And how I can do that is that interesting little mark up there above the 9/6 of the date. They're exactly the same and exactly the same place. The little die chip inside the R of Liberty that causes that to be filled in is also on this coin. And they're exactly the same. That little fuzzy looking little mark above the Y of Liberty, this little guy right here, it's on that coin, and it's on that coin. Exactly the same things. There's a die crack above the ear. Right there, it goes around the inside of the ear and up almost toward the top of the head. You look on this coin, you got the exact same thing. Markers like that are used. Notched Y? I don't think so. No. Yes, they would be the same reverse as well. Die pairs are used in minting coins. So die pair, meaning both sides are the same for each coin. This one's coin number 49, so this is another same as 47. And here is number 50, the last coin in this row, and it's another one. And you can tell. Again, memorize your markers. You've got this thing up here. Then you've got your skirted R, which is another one of our markers. Then you've got this die crack that runs from the ear all the way up to the top of the head. That's another marker. You've got that fuzzy thing up above the Y right here. All markers. Well, I'm not going to go through the reverses in this. You use die markers, and that's to match one die to the next. You use die markers. But anyhow, I'm going to take off on this one and come back here in about 5 minutes with the next reveal, number 777. So go out and take a look around, and I will be back in just a moment. I'll see you then.